that your ergonomic chair?
Kind of.
Look at that back.
Thank you. I work kind of hard for this back, carrying this channel. What?
Oh,
Oh wow.
Because it's my channel. Who else is going to carry it?
carry it, sir. That that sounded confusing to me for a moment there.
Hold on, I have to turn off the. Should I turn off sound alerts? No, I won't. I'm not gonna turn off sound alerts.
I mean,
Duh.
the time it might distract us. Like,
But like
we're,
Plum Laugh.
Yeah.
we're in a very serious tone, and then someone was like,
Very serious. Out of nowhere, Plum Laugh comes in. Jesus Christ.
"Sorry,
Hi.
we can improv." Man, whoever's laughing out there, what an ass! Be like that. We could give it an entity too.
Let's go, Warlock. This is really fun.
Hold on. Oop. And then I'm just gonna make a few Facebook posts just to let everyone know that we're live.
Mhm.
And then we should be ready to go, ready to play.
What if you wanted to be Pepe Yeager, but your DM said no?
That's essentially a Ragesh.
You don't to Pepe again. Pepe again says he makes you stress.
I was here to bring Dave sadness.
Well, easier done than said.
Shouldn't it be easier said than done?
No, I meant what I said.
I
meant what I said.
What are we supposed to bring again? I'm gonna bring some really dark stories for this campaign.
This is supposed to be the meme party, okay? the way I pictured this group to play out, I imagine this to just be the meme party.
No.
You're telling me that Alex and N7 are the ones in the serious party?
Most probably, yeah.
Okay.
Well, we have a new goal now. We have to be serious all throughout the campaign.
God almighty.
Imagine Dave is like, there's a clown up ahead. What do you do? Kill the clown.
Kill it.
I am not endorsing murder hobo-ness, okay? The reason why I gave you guys NPCs to care about is so that you can avoid being murder hobos. Christ almighty. And we're off to a good start. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, you guys ready to play?
Of course.
Might pee.
Alright, so we begin with the ocean air in our lungs and the bright blue sky above us. God damn it, who redeemed the promo? Plum! Ah, fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Not even one sentence in and already we're getting derailed. This is what you can expect from this campaign, ladies and gents. Okay.
She broke my record. No.
Broke the record. Jesus Christ. Already derailed. Can I get on to my introduction? Is that okay? Yes. Is that fine? Is that okay with you?
Yes.
Alright. We begin with the ocean air in our lungs and a bright blue sky above us. The sunlight blankets the surface of the sea and land, but a soft and gentle breeze keeps us cool. 7 islands make up the archipelago where our story, or stories, will take place. These are the islands of Sinauna, filled to the brim with magic and goals and secrets. Spirits and deities and celestial eters are to be found in the waters, the skies, and some of them might be a little too close to home. If all goes well, we will have a chance to visit and explore each of these islands, but for now, may I direct our attention to the proverbial center of Sinauna. We see a bustling harbor, welcoming ships and cargo from all over. Albino crocodile people walk the streets and pathways alongside gnomes with golden tattoos. Elves with skin as brown as tree barks mingle with humans over pandesal and barako. We see a giant volcano breathing with life and power. In the distance is a tall balete tree with branches and roots that look like the veins and arteries of an ancient gatekeeper. This is the island of Timanduk, and our heroes are about to rise on the day when their home and way of life hang in the balance. Over to the Ashen Fields. While the majority of the Carabao tieflings are tending to the crops, a solitary and rickety boat glides on the lake and lands on shore. We see a young Carabao tiefling, not from demonic or infernal descent, but from the spirits of animals in the forest. Instead of demonic horns, we see the horns of water buffaloes. Some even have antlers of deers. But for this particular Carabao tiefling, he descends from his boat, taking whatever fish he's caught. Ragesh, could you please describe to us your character?
Okay, Regej, unlike his fellow Carabao tieflings, he is a fisherman. He, instead of loving, thriving in the land, he lives for the sea. He loves how the ocean is welcoming, how the ocean is more free than his fellow people ever will. He thinks that if you're in the sea, there's no rules to follow, there's no traditions to hold you down. It's just you, your boat, and your trusty fishing rod.
So, can you describe to us what Ragesh would look like at this moment?
Right now, a Gedge would be tired, slumped over his back. Would be his spoils from fishing.
Mm-hmm.
So he's carrying them, looking around. He is giving sneers to everyone. He's like, "Ugh, look at those land lovers with their vegetables. Ugh." It's like, uh, fish has everything you need. And he keeps carrying them. He sees this tall man, arms crossed. He's like giving him the judgment stare, and he's like, "What do you want?" And he just slumps. He just throws the fish on the ground, bigger than your veggies.
Bigger than your veggies.
The person that you were talking to, like this huge guard, just looks at you, kind of like confused about why you're so antagonistic about. He has no idea who you are, but he like, oh, okay. And he takes the fish and takes it over to the storage unit. Somebody approaches you, a skinny, lanky old man. You see like his horns are kind of faded. His hair looks like it's about to disappear. It looks like you could just yank on the hair and you'll meet no resistance at all. He has a cane to walk towards you. Said, Reggie, where have you been?
Oh man, you just saw me hand over that giant fish to the guard. Where do you think I've been?
I don't know where I am.
No. Where do you think You just asked me where I've been.
Quiet. He hits you with his cane. Like, quiet. I'm the one talking. I'm the one talking. Who are you?
I whack him with my fishing rod.
This is Tony. Yeah, the Carabao, the tiefling who taught you everything you know about fishing, everything you know about fighting, even. This is Tony. Tony Nara. He walked up. He says, well, how much fish did you get this time?
I just got one large fish. It's beautiful.
That's good. The Datu has been pestering me about you. He uses his cane to poke at your chest. He's been pestering me about you. He said something about what was it?
What?
What was what?
You just told me that the Datu was pestering you about me. What is up with the Datu?
He hits you with the cane again. I was just about to get to that. Don't disrespect your elders, Reggie. Don't disrespect your elders. He's pestering me because he asked you. He's been asking you to man the watchtowers. You know those big tall things outside the fields.
Yes.
Those big tall things. He told you to be on there to watch out for any wild animals that might come in and eat the crops. The boars and the pigs might eat the crops, Reggie. They might eat the crops, and they need someone. Someone needs to be on the watchtowers at all times. Where were you? Where were you, Reggie?
Aren't there guards to guard the watchtowers?
That's what you were supposed to be.
I'm not a guard. I'm a fisherman, old man. I'm a fisherman.
Then why are you telling me all this?
You just told me to guard the watchtower.
I didn't tell you that. I wasn't the one who told you that.
Puta.
You just...
I wasn't. He pokes his cane on your foot. No, don't. Why did I just tell you about disrespecting your elders? It was the Datu. It was the Datu who told you to be a guards person.
What if I don't follow the Datu?
Then he might just kick you out. Is that what you want?
If he kicks me out, then I can just stay on the open waters.
And who's going to provide the boat for you, huh? Who's going to provide all the fishing materials for you, huh?
They can just hijack the boat I use.
You think the Datu's just gonna let you walk away with community materials?
Yes, and you're old and you can't stop me anymore.
That's what you think. I've been poking you with this stick this whole time. I'm not even trying.
Poking me with a stick. It's your cane. I can just hit you with my fishing rod.
Yeah, you can hit me with your fishing rod, but I can hit you with my stick faster.
That doesn't... My fishing rod is longer. The length... The one can just...
You have so much more to learn, Reggie. You have so much to learn.
You're
Anyway.
too old.
I am too old to be in bed, but I am not too old to teach you a thing or two, young man. I am not too old for to be your teacher. Now, by the way, another thing that the Datu told me to tell you. You better be there for the induction ceremony. Apparently, they're putting some new young hotshot to be a headhunter, and everyone needs to be at the old wood, at the old shrine, to celebrate.
Do I have to be there?
Yes, he hits you in the head. Yes, because I said so. And no matter how old or senile I'm starting to be, I'm still the man who taught you how to be a man. You hear me? You wouldn't be where you are without me. If I said so, and I said so. And if the Datu said so, the Datu said so. And if you said so, you also said so. And you're a man of your word. So I expect you to be there.
So technically, if I say I won't go there, I can't go there.
He hits you in the head another time. No! What I say overrules whatever you say. That's how this relationship works.
You just said my word means everything.
He doesn't.
And I know my word.
He's not paying attention to you anymore at all. He's just scampering around. He looks like he's walking towards the lake. It doesn't look like he's heading towards any boat. It just looks like he's walking towards the lake.
I pick up a rock and I attempt to throw it at him. Catch!
Oh god. Oh, Jesus Christ. First roll of the campaign, I guess. Roll an attack roll.
And ang papatayin mo yung...
D20 plus your dex.
Sure, let me.
Okay, off topic, but like he sounds like that monster from Monsters Incorporated. Like I'm always watching you, Wazowski.
Always watching. Unintentionally, that's where it came from.
Wow. Okay.
Wazowski of this campaign? Oh no.
Oh no, Mike Wazowski.
What'd you get?
17.
17. You hit him in the head.
Yes. Take that, you geezer!
Hey, I saw you hit him in the head like, huh? Where was it? Where am I? Where is it? Belen! Belen, I'm coming! I'm coming, Belen! And you see him scamper away from the water.
Alright. I guess I'll go to the watchtower now.
Cool. Alright. So now we go now to a training hall, and we hear the clacking of wood in rhythmic succession. Stack, tack, 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 tack. We see weapons sprawled out on the floor, and one person swinging akali sticks on a training doll. Anolani, do you please describe your character?
Woo! Okay. Wait, hold up. Nung unang panahon, I'm joking now. A very young girl who strives to please her own father, trains every day with her brother in this training room, and full of valor, full of knowledge. Her eyes will shone, and very brave as well. But very frail. Very frail. But she tries.
She tries. We see Anolani using akali sticks, training with akali sticks against a training doll. In the middle of the training, somebody enters the training hall. You see that it is Sugbo, the main commander of the defenses for the Ashen Hills. You see this very lean, very muscular Carabao tiefling. His presence is very imposing, and he calls out to you, Anolani! What are you doing here?
Just training.
How long have you been here?
Since this morning.
Look, kid, I admire your gumption. I admire your ambition here, but you do know you're still way too young to be in these halls, right?
Age is just a number.
And a sword is just a blade, but only one of those is coming out of a battlefield. I've been telling you time and time again, you are just not ready to take part of the class.
I've been with Dasig all the time. Like what? Like he's just half my age. Like not half, more of 2 years. Yet he gets to go out there. Why can't I?
Look, there are things at work that you may not understand yet. You may be too old, too young to understand yet. But just know that there are systems in place that will benefit you, will benefit the community, and it is in your best interest to get in line. You understand?
Understood.
Now clean up this mess. Your brother is going to be in the induction ceremony in a couple hours. I need this place spotless and clean before we that starts. You hear me?
Hmm.
And you better be there too. I know that you have your differences, but at the very least, be there to celebrate with your brother.
Hmm. Uh, understood.
Does Analani say or do anything else at this point?
She just like when he turns around, she just sticks her tongue. Bleh, paaram.
Do you want it to hear that, or are you trying to what?
I just like mumble that.
Okay, alright. Cool. So that's Analani. So you guys, is there anything that guys want to do before the induction ceremony begins?
Hmm. I
Well,
want. No. You go first.
there is the thing with the watchtower. I guess I'll just man the watchtower post for now.
And what about Analani?
I want to see some fish.
Okay. Where do you look for them? Where do you look for them?
Gugulong ako. Gugulong ako papuntang sa dagat.
You're going to the. There's no like there is there's no direct access to ocean water. In the Ashen Fields, it's just a lake.
Hmm. Yep. May I head there?
Yeah, sure. So,
Mhm.
we're gonna resolve Analani's thing first. So Anala, you head over to the waters. You're looking for fish, right?
Yeah, I want to skip some rocks as well.
Yeah, give me a perception check or a nature check, whichever you feel is more appropriate.
Okay. So, where do we roll again? We like in the server, right?
Yeah, you can roll in the server.
20.
Your nature bonus should be. Hold on, trying to look for it. There you are. Nature should be +0. So just roll a flat 20.
Putang ina.
What'd you get? A nat 1?
Yeah.
Cool.
So sad.
What was that, a nature check? What was that, a nature check?
Yeah.
I saw a nature check. Okay. You walk up to the lake and you see you thought that you saw a lot of pretty fish, like sparkling a bit in the water. As you wade into the water a little bit deeper to see closer, you notice that the fish are actually dead. But upon closer inspection, you notice that they're not really alive. They're just rocks. You just thought that they were fish. But you do see something. You see a stingray with beautiful lights coming off of its back, swimming in the shallows of the lake. You're not sure if it's normal for stingrays to be around these parts. You've never really been this deep into the waters, for the most part of your life. But you do see a stingray. You do see a stingray, like swimming, in the shallows. What do you do?
I just like look at it and stare in awe and be like, stingray.
You hear a voice in your head that says, "You want to be my friend?"
No.
Oh. And it swims away.
I'm joking now. I feel bad. I'm joking, but I just shake no.
It already swam away.
Yeah, and that was
Cool.
my intention.
Cool.
The sadness.
Like I just.
Alright, cool.
I'm sorry.
I'll give you a moment to think about what you did.
Because like okay, after after it swam away, like I probably just punched myself in the head and be like, "You're not allowed to have friends."
Christ. Alright, Ragesh, you head over to the watchtower. You're still, you still smell of sun and sweat from your fishing trip. You can also kind of smell like fish, like raw fish. But you've kind of grown accustomed to it. Since you've been fishing for most of your life. You climb up to the watchtower. By the time that you get there, hold on, I need to get something real quickly.
Still climbing.
I need a fantasy name generator for this one. Christ almighty.
Let's go.
Don't judge me.
Your game generator better be fast. This is one tall watchtower.
It is a tall watchtower.
Oh my god.
Wag ka mahulog.
Looks down. This is so tall. This is so tall. Almost
Hold
there.
on, give me a moment.
You can. Whew, almost there. Nope.
Give me a moment. Takes a while for me to generate
good name.
names. Where are the tieflings? RST tieflings. Why is it not
Sinuntok
here?
ang pader.
I'm just gonna hang from the ladder for a while. Whew.
Okay.
It's like
When you reach you reach the top of the watchtower. You reach the top of the watchtower. And you see another tiefling up there holding a spear. Just sitting at like there are railings, wooden railings,
okay.
on 3 of the 4 sides of this watchtower. This tiefling is leaning on the back end, the opposite of the side that you climbed on. He's holding a
The
spear. Yeah, the opposite the ladder. He's holding a spear. He's just watching the forest, watching the clearing. You climb up. You know this dude to be Zeno, one of the guardsmen, one of the guards people of the Ashen Fields.
Gotcha. God, Zeno, has it ever occurred to you how tall the watchtower is?
Not
Oh,
real.
God.
Not really. I mean, if you climbed that as much as we have, then it wouldn't be much of a bother, now would it?
Fair point. Fair point. So anyway, the Datu told me that I should watch over this post. So what
did.
can I be of help?
He did. He said that you were supposed to be the one where I am right now. He also said that you were supposed to be the one guarding this place for 4 hours. I've been here for 3. I've practically done the job for you at this point. And all you have to do is just stand here and watch the trees. I don't see what the big deal is. This is and you get paid for it too. And people think you're a big hotshot back in the community. I don't really understand why someone would want to, pass up on a job like this just to go fishing.
Well, you see, fishing is kind of like an art. The way you twirl that pole before you cast it, and then when it finally lands a fish, you're gonna pull it. And what do you guys do? You're just watching trees. It's like, nope, now it's just a squirrel. Nope, it's just Tony roaming around lost in the woods again. It's like, up. And nope, it's just Tony stuck in front of a tree. Hey, it's Tony again. He's stuck. Yep. Fourth time this hour.
Yeah, 80% of our job is just watching over Tony. People people are betting on or have bets on how many times Tony can get in trouble. It's amazing. It's great. It's a great deal, dude. It's a great deal. You can also consider that to be an art form. How art is subjective, and some might even say that tree watching can also be an art of itself.
So how many times has Tony gotten himself in trouble?
Today, 12.
What's in just an hour?
In the past 3 hours.
Or the
In the past 3 hours I've been watching. That man gets in a lot of trouble. To be fair though, I'm counting each barrel roll he does in the ground as one count of trouble.
What?
A barrel roll?
Hmm?
A barrel roll? You know what? Let's forget about Tony for a while. So, do we like switch places? Do you like go down and I finish the remaining hour for you, or do I just go down and you finish the remaining hour?
I'll finish the remaining hour. People will think I'm a people will think that I am a hardworking guardsman, and who knows, maybe Sugbo might even take me in as a headhunter. So I'll stick by here. Thank you very much.
I gotta cut you off there. 14! She's stuck in a branch again!
Oh, hey, would you look at that? Yo, Crispin, I won. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway.
God. Tony!
You see Tony like in the trying to pull himself off the. But you see the thistles in the bush has caught his clothes, and he can't seem to pull the upper body strength to to get released from that, to pull himself away from it. Like Reggie.
Zeno, can you pass me your spear?
I'm not giving you my spear.
Fair point. Do you have any rocks over here?
Nope.
The old man is really stuck there. Oh.
Reggie!
What?
I'm looking for Belen! I'm looking for her!
Oh.
She's calling me! She's calling me, Reggie! She's calling me.
What are you doing, Step Reggie?
Oh God.
God, please no.
He has gotten delusional this time. It's like, who would have thunk that he would be one of the strongest warriors in our village in the day, and then
He was. I don't get, he was.
Yeah.
He was.
And he's reduced to a bumbling old man. Ugh.
That's what time does to you, man. That's what time does to you. Well, anyway, somebody should probably help him out there.
Hey, you think I can survive a drop from this tower without climbing down?
Give me a moment. Hey, Crispin! How much you want to bet? The kid wants to jump off the watchtower. What? He says 20 copper. Says you will break your leg.
This is gonna be like an acrobatics check.
Athletics check. Athletics check. It's gonna be an athletics check. There's nothing acrobatic about this. You're jumping off of a watchtower. There's nothing acrobatic about this. There's athletics.
Alright, what if I jump off the watchtower, I use my fishing rod to maneuver myself to swing like Tarzan and catch Tony.
That would be that would be an acrobatics check.
This is interesting now. Alright, second roll of the campaign. Let's go for my Tarzan swinging fishing rod trick.
Alright, acrobatics check. I'm gonna set this DC since this sounds really cool, and it'll be really amazing if you could pull it off. I'm gonna call it a DC 15.
Alright, a DC 15.
Bear in mind, if you fail this, there will be consequences for it.
You're going to die. First death on the first session. Let's go.
It's either my death or Tony's.
I wouldn't go far as death. I would just I would say, like, if you fail this, if you succeed this, then you're gonna impress a lot of people.
A self-induced concussion.
If you fail this, you're gonna break your leg and you're gonna have like half your movement until you heal your leg, until your leg is healed.
How long before my leg heals?
We don't know that. We don't know yet.
Okay, acrobatics.
Oh no! Oh no!
But I want to impress the people. Wait, They're betting I break my leg for 20 coppers.
Yep.
Zeno, what happens if I don't break my leg? What do I get? 5 gold?
Nobody has that amount of money around here, man. This is the Ashen Fields. Nobody has that kind of money. We'd be lucky if even one of us gets like 5 silver.
Alright. What if instead of that, since you just said that you do nothing, just guarding the watchtower, if I win, you and Crispin are gonna join me in one fishing trip.
Deal.
Alright, acrobatics check, let's go! I'm so scared, but at the same time, hooray! I got a 13.
No.
Na putang ina. No.
Alright. Okay. Let me set the scene. Let me set the scene here. So you're on top of the watchtower. Zeno and Crispin. Zeno in one watchtower. Crispin is watching from another watchtower. You ready yourself up. You hype yourself up, right? Right. You take a moment, and you dash towards the ledge. You jump off. Perfect execution. You bring out your fishing pole. You swing. The hook gets hooked on your shirt. And you end up pulling your shirt over your head. And you fall down to and then you fall the rest of the way down. Leg first, crashing down. That will get you. Oh Christ, how tall?
My leg.
You're gonna have to take
Oh god.
that's 10 points of 10 points of bludgeoning damage from 10 points of fall damage.
I'll take it like a man. Fuck you, Tony.
Kita buto mo.
Leg.
And like Tony in the bush, he just goes like, "Ha! Look at that idiot! Look at that like dumb feck! Like, can you imagine what kind of stuff he gets himself into? Ha!
You should speak for yourself, old man. You just got stuck in a shrub.
Zeno looks down from you from the watchtower. He says, "Well, that's 20 copper. That's 20 copper, I guess." I am going to roll a d12 to see how long it's gonna take, how many days it's gonna take for you to heal your legs.
Oh god.
Oh, not that bad. Alright. Cool.
How long is it gonna take?
You look at your leg and you feel it doesn't look like anything is broken. It doesn't look like anything is fractured or anything. It doesn't feel like anything's fractured. You think
It doesn't feel.
you feel like a good night's rest or two would be enough to recover from this. But you know, throughout the rest of the day, it's gonna feel like hell. Yeah,
Yes.
you're gonna be limping throughout the whole the whole time.
Myself with my fishing rod then. Good thing I have the stiff whip with me. Oh god, it hurts.
Self-induced concussion.
Oh wait, I can't edit my HP in Beyond. I don't know why.
You should be able to.
Yeah, you should.
I don't know why.
Hold on.
Tatampo siya.
Nope, not create a character. I already have characters. My characters.
You know what? This is actually a really clean consequence for me. If it was on another story, I would have lost a leg.
You're gonna have to, you just have to click on your current HP and then you can edit it.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't. I'll just note it.
Okay. Fair enough. Alright, I'll trust you then. Okay.
Yep. I have
So-
9 HP. God.
Analan, is there anything else you want to do in the lake while you're there?
Pwede ko pa rin hanapin yung stingray.
You can go for another... I'm gonna say... Nature perception again. Nature perception. So,
Tangina. Kung
I'm
not one na
gonna,
naman, yun ang
I'm gonna
sasapakin.
say like DC 12 to look for this to find the stingray again.
DC 12. Like, exclamation point R1D.
20.
Okay. 8.
You got an 8?
8.
You found some live fish. You found fish that are actually fish now. That's something.
Iyak pa lang ako.
Is be near where Ragej is currently limping?
Sorry?
Would Ragej be by the vicinity of where Anolani is?
Yes, he
limping?
would be. He would be.
I see a girl by the lake. Oh, why are you crying, girlie?
Tang ina, buang ako. I scared of like a little pawikan. Not pawikan. Wait, that's Dave. I scared a little. Scared a little stingray away. I feel bad because I said I don't want to be friends because I'm not allowed to have any.
It's fine. At least you didn't injure your leg in anything, in the process of anything.
Mas tanga ka pa kaysa sa akin. What the fuck happened to you?
I tried to look cool in front of the watchtower guards.
Oh, those idiots up there.
Yeah, betting on Tony, they bet on me.
Was it worth it? Hey, you know, those like has-beens just stay up there the whole entire day, just betting on anything that they can find.
Definitely. So, you wanna try some fishing?
Yeah, I think I have time.
Alright, fishing it is. I prop my fishing pole right in front of the two of us, like in the middle of the conversation. Here, there you go. Try it.
I just like snack it. I'm like, yes.
I look at her and like, oh no, what did I just enable?
What have I created?
Oh, no. This is not part of the plan. I was trying to be a nice fisherman.
Thank you very much. I will repay you tenfold.
How is tenfold?
What? Whatever.
How do you know me? Do you know a healer? Can you heal people?
I mean, well, my brother is. I mean, do you know Dasig?
Dasig. I think we used to be in the same class together, but I kind of locked out and dropped out and pursued being a fisherman. I guess it's a much better life, I promise.
Well, you see, like I can take you to my brother, but he's out doing something with my father at the moment. But I think they wouldn't mind me bothering them as usual.
That would be nice. Also, fishing, right? Wanna try casting your first line?
Yes, I would.
All right.
It's not my. No, wait.
You gotta position yourself like this. Then to really feel the fishing, like then you and then if something tugs at the line, you just pull it like that.
Okay. I will have to promise you that something might be burning in this situation. If I ever, something will be burning in the next few seconds.
Burning?
Yes.
I'm concerned.
Yes. Moving on. Fishing. Oh,
Fishing.
so fishing.
Fishing.
Isda.
I move like a feet away from this girl. Fishing. Yes, fishing. While I'm still massaging my injured leg.
Alright. Adolani, if you want to try casting this fishing rod, it'll either be a nature check or survival check, whichever one you choose.
Survival check. Don't know what's my bonus for that.
Let me check for you. Survival would be +2.
Ama namin, sumasalangit ka.
Oh,
Hi,
you also,
JP.
you also know that song from the Humans?
Which is
You
weird
know?
because that's weird because these islands have never known Christianity at all. This is supposed to be pre-colonial Philippines.
Yeah, exactly.
I have heard some really burning drops of this song. The one where the beat drops.
9. I rolled a fucking 9.
+2 will be 11.
No,
Cool.
no. I rolled like a 7 plus the 2.
What
So
the hell are
9.
these rolls?
You've
You've been rolling terribly. All right, you cast the line. Um, you wait for a moment. Regej, you see like her form was pretty spot on. She was able to follow your form pretty well.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, the lure that you've been using for the past 6 months, the one that you made by hand on your own, started to spontaneously combust for whatever reason.
Yes!
What? What? The lure? No way! 6 months of friendship! No! My leg!
Oh no, I'm sorry. I told you, I promised that something would combust or burn.
Give me that pole back. I look at the smoldering piece of lure.
The fire starts to go out. It's like so the piece of wood that you've used to create the lure kind of like sizzles out now. Is you see like what would have the lure looked like before it got burned?
Are you sure you want to ask that question?
Yes.
It looks like a fist. A really long fist. It's like, I'm gonna punch you in the face, fishies.
You see like parts of it are now blackened from being burnt, which is weird because she cast that thing in water. You'd think that catching on fire on water would have already put it out, but somehow, like the laws of physics have decided, nope, not for this hour, not for this minute. Maybe later. But it's burnt now.
I look at her like, wait a minute. Are you that, Anulani?
Yes, I am.
Oh my God.
Kaplaw.
What is wrong with you? Why? The fist is burnt. It's burnt. God, how unlucky can a guy get?
I'm sorry, paumanin po. This is why I'm not allowed to be a headhunter.
It got burnt while underwater. Who the?
As you guys are having this moment, as you guys are having this this argument, you hear a ceremonial horn sound out from the center of the field near the Datu's house, signaling the start of the induction ceremony.
Okay. I never really got to know your name. Who are you?
The name's Regej. Regej.
Oh.
Everett.
That's weird.
No, you know what's weird? It's this burning underwater. That's weird.
Don't ask me why, okay? I have to go now since my brother is there. And anyways,
Before you go, if I were to like lean on you for support, would I suddenly burn too?
no. I assure you, you won't. For some reason, everything that I destroy will be burnt. For some
I
reason.
all right. Since you burnt my lure, just just let me lean on you till we get to the ceremony and find some chairs. Yeah,
Hmm. Hmm.
that's right. Pull me. Mm.
So
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
wait. Can I just carry him bridal style na lang?
You can. Okay, there's gonna be one of those cinematic advantages thing. Okay, so I'm gonna call this an athletics check. Okay. To carry this thin, I would say, what's your strength score?
Wait,
Your
maybe?
strength
Wait.
score, yeah, for Anolani should be 12. You have a strength score of 12. But Regej's strength is 17. So like in normal circumstances, Regej should be stronger than Anolani. That's 5 points. I'm gonna say DC. I'll call it DC 13. DC 13 to carry him bridal style. If you're able to, for you to be able to bridal style carry him over to the ceremony.
What's my bonus?
Here's the question: would Ragesh resist that?
No, at all. She burned
Okay.
my lure.
All right.
She will
So here's the
pay
thing:
price.
DC 13 athletics roll. If you make it, then you can bridal style carry Ragesh into the ceremony. That will have social reactions. Since this is a public event,
Oh my
considering that
god.
this is a public event, that is if you succeed. All right.
If
So some people there will be reactions to it. People will react to this. Seeing Anolani, the daughter of the renowned Dakila, bridal style carrying Ragesh, the social outcast, into the induction ceremony to Anolani's brother's induction ceremony. There will be social repercussions. There will be social reactions to this. If you fail, that is if you succeed, okay, on DC 13 athletics score. If you fail, Ragesh will take more damage, which I think Ragesh might not survive. Will he? How much HP does he have? How much HP does Ragesh have left?
9,
9?
Nine.
That's not bad. That's not bad. So you already made a decision. You can't back out from here now. So give me a DC 13 athletics roll.
Okay, wait. DC 13?
Yep.
Okay. Wait, hold the fuck a second.
Sure.
R1D.
1d20 plus 3. So you have to roll a 10 or higher.
17!
Nice. Okay.
So, alright. I look. Let's roll this. So I look at Anolani. Alright, kid. I'll hold my pole. I'll hold the fishing pole. I hop with my one good leg. Catch. Yeah.
Whee!
Anolani, you quickly threw your hands out because you were not expecting him to do that at all. But your upper body was ready to catch him. The early morning training that you had earlier kind of paid off since your body is still kind of sore from the training. But you were able to catch him pretty easily, no trouble, no problem at all.
Yes. Bridal style carry. Let's go.
I'm in danger. Very danger. But who cares? This is my brother's ceremony.
Okay.
At the back of my mind, wonder what Tony's up to right now.
somewhere in the crowd, of people, Tony's just suddenly like, I feel disturbance in the force. I feel something. I feel something's coming. And then like the people who heard him say that kind of like backs away from him a little bit.
Let's go.
Can I just have a moment to say that this is exactly what I pictured this campaign to be. This is exactly what I thought this game was gonna be with the two of you around. I'm just happy. I'm just having a really good time.
Yes, right. Anolani carrying Regej bridal style. The first time they met, bro, injured leg, burnt lure, girl crying over a stingray. Suddenly carrying bridal style.
Mm.
This isn't awkward at all, right?
No.
This is supposed to be the pilot or the origin story for this team, for this party. Oh god. Thank you, Alex, for that video. We'll take a look at that in a bit. Okay, so you guys, Anulani, you carry Regej towards the center of the village, towards the Datu's place. You make your way over there. Datu Taklub is the governor or the community leader for the Ashen Fields. This large, old, gray with hairs very grayish, very strong looking, very muscular looking Carabao tiefling, dark tan, tribal tattoos all over his chest. Think Maui but less chunky. That's I'm now scared that we can't keep up with this session. Session 2 gang. Yeah, that's fine, Alex. No pressure, man. No pressure. Alright, so yeah, you see Datu Taklub in front of his house with his wife beside him. You see Tony standing to his left, like as if he's supposed to be there, as if he's supposed to stand right next to the Datu. You see in front of the house this shrine. You see a fossilized wood that looks very ancient, looks very old. In the at one part of the fossilized wood, you see you see the face of a tiefling, of a Carabao tiefling. It's not carved in there at all. It's not. Nobody carved on it. Nobody painted on it. It is as if the bark and wood and branches all came together naturally to form the face of this ancient Carabao tiefling. Probably, based on hearsay, based on oral tradition, this Carabao tiefling was the very first tiefling to establish the community. He was essentially the progenitor or the founder of the Ashen Fields. And right below his name is what is carved. Somebody did carve these words in common right below the face. It says, a cold stone can still reignite. Culture, like nobody is quite sure as to what that means. A cold stone may still reignite, but it is common belief that what that is a warning that if the community strays away from tradition, the spirits and the will of the ancestors will be reignited and will exact punishment to those who stray away from tradition.
Oh, lagot.
You see a young Carabao, a young tiefling with the same his horns is in the same shape as Anulani's. You see Anulani, this is your brother. God, I forgot his name again. Hold on, I wrote it down. Dasig. You see Dasig standing in front of the shrine. And you also see 3 other headhunters. along with Sugbo, their leader. You see them holding their kris, their sword with their wavy swords, holding on to them. They're also holding large rectangular shields, as if they are ready for battle, as if they're ready for a fight. You see your father, Anulani. You see your father, Dakila, beside Sugbo. As they are, and everyone else in the community are standing around the shrine with around the shrine and around Dasig. You walk into the ceremony. Are you trying to be discreet? Are you trying to do you announce your arrival?
I'll just be silent with it.
I will
Hmm?
not be silent.
Tangay-
Do I need to roll anything here?
I'm gonna ask Anulani to roll me a stealth check with disadvantage to see how well she can sneak into the crowd unnoticed.
What's my bonus for my stuff?
For stealth, hold on, let me scroll back up here. For stealth, it is +3.
R1D20 plus 3.
Hmm.
Ay, putang ina.
What is it? What'd you get?
No, I accidentally fucking.
What?
Okay.
What'd you get?
My name. Like, I rolled 2 times, right?
Yep, 2 times.
Yep.
And take the lower number.
Hmm. Putang ina, 12.
12 is exactly what he needed. 12 is exactly what he needed.
Oh, thank God.
You were able to sneak up to the crowd. Ragesh, what were you going to say to announce your arrival?
Presenting Fisherman.
Before you
and
before you were able to complete that sentence, Anulani was able to headbutt you into silence.
Shh, silence. Silence.
Nobody. A few people notice you. Tony, however, did notice the two of you. Tony kind of like looks at you, looks away, and then does a double take. Like, I remember when I got married.
it's the 5th time my head's been hit. Oh, a concussion.
So, as you guys have a pretty good view of Dasig and the shrine. Directly in front of Dasig, the crowd splits, and a dwarf, a female dwarf, walks into the crowd. She's very short, very plump. Her hair looks like the color of ash from a volcano, tied up to a bun. You see her wearing some regal, very ceremonial garbs. She's holding onto a staff that seems to be a bit too tall for her. You also see like blemishes, not really blemishes, but like markings on her arm. Those markings make it look like molten magma are permanently on her skin. Yeah, it's decorating her arms. You also see that her eyes are glowing a faint glow of fiery red. Do you guys know this person? You are familiar with this person. You don't know this person. You don't know them personally, but you know how important she is to the community. This is the babaylan of your community.
I whispered to Anulani, I'm gonna make sure she's mine one day.
Okay, buddy. Okay.
This is Babaylan Malaya, the volcano dwarf, the volcano dwarf Babaylan of your community. You guys know, that she's not the first babaylan of your community. But you like the history behind her position predates your birth. Like it's ancient history at this point. But as far as you've heard, she inherited, like she took over this job for a friend. But you know that she was not the first babaylan of the community. But you know that she is still very well welcomed. She is still very much accepted in the community, and you know that she is an important spiritual figurehead of the Ashen Fields. If Datu Taklub represents the political leadership, the political face of the Ashen Fields, Babaylan Malaya represents the spiritual side of your community. So neither one of them is above the other. They both have very equal standings, equal authority over in the entirety of the community. You see Babaylan Malaya walk very regally, glides along the field. You see her slowly emanate this volcanic energy around her. Everybody could feel the heat emanating from her, to the point like it takes a lot. Like normally, it takes a lot of heat in order for something to glow, and Babaylan Malaya is glowing at the moment, as if there's a protective layer of heat around her. She approaches the shrine. She approaches Dasig. She says a few things in what's the word? In Celestial. She says a few things in Celestial. Neither of you know the words that she's saying, but she does a few hand gestures. She paints a sigil. Sigil or sigil?
Sigil.
Sigil.
She draws a sigil on Dasig's head, on his shoulder, and Dasig kneels before her, bows in respect. Babaylan Malaya turns around to the community and she says, "Today we are gathered to celebrate another Avenger for our community. May this be a warning for anyone who dares to disrupt the peace in the Ashen Fields. May this be a warning for any enemies, for any thieves, for any grave robbers that might target the Ashen Fields. For we have an addition to our army, an addition to the headhunters, an addition to those who are in charge of searching for you wherever you may be, an exact punishment." She turns back to Dasig and she says, "Rise, warrior, and welcome to the fray." Everyone gives a round of applause. Everybody cheers. Is Anulani still carrying Ragesh at this moment?
No. Wait.
Yeah.
No.
No.
No. No.
So we just seated beside each other.
Yeah.
So everybody gives a round of applause. Everybody cheers. Dakila, however, remains stern, remains stoic, with a very stern face look on his face. Dasig rises from bowing. He gives a final bow to the Babaylan, and he walks towards his new colleagues, his fellow headhunters and Sugbo. Datu Taklub says, "Everyone, to celebrate this milestone for our community, we will be having a large lunch out on the fields. Everybody's welcome. Everybody is encouraged to have their fill to celebrate this milestone." And he does a nod to his wife. He nods to Tony, and everybody disperses and heads towards the banquet area.
Oh, yeah.
What do you guys
Who
do at
does
this moment?
Oh, I want to tell to Anulani first. Hey, you see that big piece of wood over there?
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to make a lure out of the wood from that one.
May I kick him
Yeah, sure, you can kick him.
like gently, like without him taking damage,
Yeah, sure, that's fine. That's
in a
fine.
friend,
Yeah,
be
yeah.
like, "Tang ina mo, what? No, no, you're not allowed to."
Y'all are boring. Alright, let's find Tony. Tony!
Ah.
Belen!
Oh, God.
Belen, I'm coming! I'm coming, Belen!
I hold him by the collar. Oh, man. Chill. Chill.
Oh, Reggie! Where have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. Hello.
You just saw. Never. You wanna go grab something to eat?
Oh yeah, I'm feeling pretty peckish right now.
Alright, let's get some food. Do you know this girl? I'm like, what?
Huh?
Hmm?
Hello.
Hmm.
Kinda gives
Kamusta kan?
He kind of gives you this look like, hello.
Oh god. Tony Anulani. Anulani Tony.
Hmm.
I know little Lani. I know Lani. She's a sweetheart. She used to be so tiny. She's still tiny. Why are you not tiny?
I'm 5'7", old man.
I am old. I am old. That is very true.
You wanna hold his cane?
No, thank you. I have to.
He hits your arm like nobody touches the cane.
Not a.
He holds his cane like nobody touches the cane.
Alright, let's just leave the old timer alone, I guess, and let's find some food to eat.
As you guys are approach the banquet area, Anulani, your brother Dasi calls out to you. Says, Ate!
But now he's older.
Oh, he's older, right? Says, Anulani!
Hmm.
Hey! He kind of like does his light jog towards you. Hey, I'm glad you can make it.
Tang ina mo. Oh, tang ina mo.
Hey,
Sino
come
headhunter?
on. Oh, come on, man. You know, your time is gonna come soon. I know that. So I'll put a good word for you. I'll put in a good word for you for with Sugbo, and I'm sure he's going to let you in the academy. I'm sure he'll let you train with him.
Oh,
Pwede nga.
Come on, man.
I nudge I point towards my leg.
What?
My leg.
Oh! Ay, kuya.
Hmm.
Okay, so I found this idiot while I was out like looking at the waters earlier, and for some reason, like he was hanging out with Crispin and his peers,
Ah.
and for some reason they betted on him as usual. Yeah, kasama sila Crispin, okay?
Yeah, they have a problem. I feel like the Data should talk to them.
And with them betting on it, and he wanted to feel enlightened with the admiration that he will get. And for some reason, yeah, he's an idiot, and he broke his leg. Could you patch it up for him?
Oh, well, first of all, I'm very sorry for that to happen. I'm sure it's very inappropriate for any of the guardsmen to force anyone to do anything that they didn't want to do.
Yeah, I was forced.
Pwede nga.
Definitely forced.
Dasig says, well, I don't really know much. I'm not much of a healer, but I will suggest going over to the Babaylan. She is like the best healer around here. She could probably patch you up.
Before you finish the sentence, the moment you said you should go to the Baba, I'm like,
The
Roadrunner.
Oh, there he goes.
Beep beep. Beep beep.
For someone who has a broken leg, he can run pretty fast.
But he probably, like, with all of the impact from his concussion, he forgot, probably. Yeah.
Ako reaching the Pakilala.
uh,
Oh my god, my leg! Oh my
when you
god!
Anolani, when you said that from all of the concussion he's got, you hear Tony like walking behind you, like walking across you, like yeah, I'm probably one of the causes of that.
Good job, old man. I give him a pat on the head. Good job, old man.
uh, Regesh, what you said you sprint towards the Babaylan, right? To where the Babaylan is. All right, let me find a D4.
Whee! Also, Dave, did you see what I sent?
I did. It looks pretty. You have to take additional 3 points of damage because your leg hurts.
It's fine. Out of that. 6
You're-
out of 90.
Yeah, your camera's bugging out though.
Or it is?
It is.
Yung tang-inang ulo ba?
It looked glitched out, man. Alright, there you go. It's back now. It's back. Okay. So,
I got to
you
meet them.
you run toward you look for the can you give me a perception or investigation to find the Babaylan? To see if you can
No.
even find the Babaylan.
Perception or investigation?
Yep.
Investigation? I got a 5.
5. What was that? Investigation?
5.
Investigation check or perception? Hello?
Investigation.
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 You remember the heat that the Babaylan was giving off, emanating from her. So you thought, oh, if I could just find the hottest place, I can find the Babaylan. Big brain moment. So you kept running. Your eyes were closed. You were trying to feel out the heat of the area. You ended up in front of this huge pot of stew. I'll say that this is, the soup from sinigang, the broth from sinigang. There's just a huge cauldron of that.
Akin na yan.
When you opened your eyes, you were expecting
this is what could happen.
Yeah. Oh,
Wait,
no.
before I open my... you sure are hot today, Babaylan.
Oh no. You see a real fat tiefling with a chef's hat and what do you call the huge spoon for a serving spoon?
Ladle?
The ladle with the ladle, and it's like he's just staring at you like, thank you. I've been trying to cut down on fish.
Do you know where the Babaylan is?
No, she should be on the table where everyone else is.
No?
She should be near
Thank
the dining table.
I-
I think Onin is lagging a lot.
Limping
On
to
my
the
end.
Babaylan with my burning...
Wait, let's notify him.
Yeah, you are lagging.
Dave,
Yes.
is it okay if you showed like what I drew?
Ooh, yeah, sure. Hold on.
Noong unang painahon.
There we go.
Is it much better now?
It is better.
let's give
It's
it a-
better. That's better. That's better.
Okay. So, after I touched whatever I touched, I limped towards the table where the Babaylan was. I need healing. I took too much of what I can handle in a day.
You walk up to the you finally found the hold on, give me a moment. I'm just trying to do something here really quickly. Oh, nope, not that. There you go. That way, this will look a lot prettier.
Mhm.
There.
Mhm.
Okay, so, you walk up to the babaylan. You see that she is eating sinigang with rice along with everybody else. You see that she looks up to you with her mouth still full of food, and she kind of like, oh, healing. All right. What happened to you? What's all this?
Oh my god. At the back of my mind, I'm like, don't freak out, freak out. Then, then I'm like, I fell on the watchtower, and then this girl burned my fishing lure, and then old man kept poking me on the head, and then it all hurts, and then I touched the hot pot, or it was either the hot pot or the chef's belly. I don't know which is which anymore.
Well, not. I kind of understood that you got hurt from falling from the watchtower. I don't know what any of the
Mhm.
any of the other information had to do with it, but this looks pretty mendable. Like she lays her hand on you. You can feel volcanic energy emanating from her hands, healing your leg. Um, and you're no
See,
longer crippled.
You're no longer crippled. Wow, I wish that was easy.
Oh God. In the context of this
uh,
particular scenario, it is.
am I back to 19 health and the working leg?
I would say you heal for what's your roll your hit die to see how much you recovered.
What's my hit die?
You are a monk, right? You should see your hit die should be. Hold on, let me just quick Google that. D&D.
Props here, Gage.
Yeah,
Hit die is 1d8. Roll a 1d8.
1d8.
Yep.
Not what happened. Why are you not rolling? Did I do something wrong?
What happened?
Mm.
Where are you rolling?
Nice trade.
Wait, nagtanggalan mo yung die out of the R. Yeah.
Ah, get it? Wait.
Shit.
That
Like,
that
but
didn't show me anything.
Exclamation point R space 1d8.
Yeah.
I got 6 points of HP back.
Yep, that's how much you recovered. And your leg no longer hurts.
Ay.
Yes.
And she goes back to her table and says, "Yeah, that should work. That should patch you up."
Why are you going?
What?
Hmm?
Oh, I thought you were echoing.
I think we're echoing through Plum.
Ako?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, that's fine. That's okay.
Wait, let me reconnect.
Sure.
Wee!
Whee! All right, good.
Narinig niyo pa ba yung sarili niyo?
No, it's all good now. It's all good.
Okay.
All right. So yeah. Anulani, is there anything else you want to do? You're still with Dasig.
Susuntokan ko siya.
Okay. Ow,
Tangina mo.
dude, come on. It's not. If it were my choice, I would have wanted you to go through the training first.
I mean, like, we both had training actually when we were still younger. But you know that your dad's favorite.
Come on. You know that parents are not supposed to have favorites.
Pwede nga. Tignan mo si Papa.
Maybe our particular parent does, but
You just contradicted yourself, idiot.
yeah, but come on, you know that he's only doing it for your own benefit. Even Sugbo has been saying that as soon as you mature, as soon as you grow older, as soon as you're in the right age, he will take you in himself. He will train you himself to be a headhunter.
Like, what benefits? Like, there are no benefits. Like, you're just like 1 year older than me. What
Be that as it may, Anolani, I'm sure I don't really understand much of the traditions that we have, but they're there for a reason. They're traditions for a reason. So,
like, mm.
just be patient. Just enjoy your time as a kid. Just enjoy your time as somebody who doesn't need to contribute anything to the community yet. I have a job now. You understand that, right? I have responsibilities now. But you can still go out and play. You can still go out and bum around whenever do whatever you want. You know, enjoy that. Enjoy that time. And then when it is your time to be a headhunter, then I promise that we will go after a quarry together.
Okay. I smack him on the forehead and be like,
Ow!
sino mahula sa sa pagkain bakla?
Hey, come on, no fair. So you the two of you race towards the dining hall. Everybody's eating. There's roasted chicken, there's lechon, there's sinigang, there's a whole plethora of food prepared for everyone to enjoy to celebrate Dasig's inclusion into the headhunters.
Like,
Nice.
As evening comes, Analana, you hear the same voice that you heard earlier when you were interacting with the stingray. You hear, "Can I be your friend?"
Ooh.
oh well.
Oh, wow.
Saying honestly, if anyone is gonna say "oh whoa" to a disembodied voice, it's Plum. And there he goes. Let's give her a minute.
Happening already.
It's gonna take a while.
Friend happiness.
Okay.
Onan is still
It
lagging.
was actually the award that got me. Really?
A little bit. You're cutting out here and there.
Sad boy.
Okay.
Oh god.
So, you hear the voice saying, "Can I be your friend?"
Who are you?
He says, I'm Tulaylupa, and I don't have many friends in this part of the island.
Like, I just shake my head and be like, I don't know who you are.
Give me a religion check. Your
namin.
bonus to
Sumasilong.
religion would be +0. It's just a straight roll. Oh,
Can I just like, while this is happening, I'm just singing along with Onan, like with Raggage, like Manami. And then I'm just like slurping on the kangkong like spaghetti.
Anolani eating the kangkong like spaghetti.
a few people look at you. A few people look at Anolani the same way you're looking at her. Thank you for the hydrate, Alex.
That one. No, that one. I'm joking. Not 20.
Oh, you're not 20?
Yeah, check.
Nice,
I
nice,
accidentally
okay.
said that one. Like
Okay,
an
okay,
idiot.
not 20, not 20. Gotcha. Perfect.
20. Where's that 20?
When you said I don't know who you are, and then suddenly you remember all of those lessons that Sugbo gave you, or rather the lessons that Sugbo gave Dasig, but you were just eavesdropping so that you can also get the same lesson that Dasig had. You remember Sugbo telling Dasig about the spirits of Timanduk, the spirits that make up the reason why Timanduk became a livable and habitable island to begin with. You remember the story of Babaylan to Timanduk, the very first Babaylan that came into over to the island, and you remembered stories of how she talked to spirits, to two spirits. She spoke to the crocodile volcano spirit Nulkab, for protection from volcanic eruptions, protection from storms and from winds, so that the volcano can cover the land from typhoons. She spoke to another spirit to calm the waves, so that anyone who's seeking passage into the island can be greeted with calm and clear waters. The name of that second spirit was Tulay Lupa, the lonely spirit of the ocean. You suddenly recognize, you realize with that Nan 20, you recognize for a fact with guarantee that the spirit in your head, the one who's asking for a friend, is the lonely spirit Tulay Lupa.
Oh my. This will be the first pet of the session.
No, it's
it's
not a pet. It's a pet. It's not a pet. It's not a pet. It's a person. It's a person. Hmm.
So what is realizing that, what does Anilani do?
Like, I gasping on like since she has a carabao tail, it starts wagging.
Mm.
And it's like, of course I will.
Do you say that out? Do you say that? I would say that you would say that out loud.
Yeah.
And then like everyone else on the table kind of looks at you. Of course, she would what? What did you say? What's happening?
I just
And I thought Tony was crazy.
I just pursed my lips and then just went back to eating spaghetti kangkong
Okay.
from the sinigang.
You hear Tulay Lupa say, "Thank you. I'm so happy. I don't really have that much friends in the Ashen Fields. They're so far away from the ocean. What's your name?"
Hmm. Wait, there are people around. Wait, give me a second.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
All right.
Speed run. Okay.
So she says, she asks you, what's your name?
Mayong adlaw. My name is Analani Salansag.
Thank you so much for accepting my friendship, Anulani. I hope that we get to know each other more, and I hope you can introduce me to more friends, so that I don't have to be that lonely whenever I visit the Ashen Fields.
Speaking, like, when she said friends, I started to glare at at Regedge. Friend.
Yes.
Because you see Anulani like with this very feral look in her face. It's like friend.
Yes, Nolani. We're friends.
While all of this is going on, while everything's going on, you guys see that the watchtowers are lighting up with torches. At the moment, like it's just there's the normal flame or normal fire for just for night watches and such. But all at the northern part of the fields, one of the watchtowers flame goes out, and suddenly a green flame erupts from the watchtower. Um,
Putang ina.
I
Regage,
need
umutot ka ba?
I need everyone to make insight checks to see if they would recognize what this flame means.
While this is all happening, I just punch Regage. Fuck you, did you fart?
I did not.
Yan, yung tangin ng ilaw.
Oh, good. I got a 19.
19, okay, on your insight. What about Analani? Your bonus to insight would be. Hold on. Excuse me.
Excuse
plus
me,
0,
huh?
just plus 0.
Okay. I did I roll twice?
No.
Yeah, you just roll once.
No, for some reason, wait. I think the bot rolled twice.
Oh. Then just take the first one. Just take the first roll.
Oh, 2.
2 and a 19. Regej, you Analani, you see this, and the only like you said, the first thing that comes to your mind is that somebody farted. Because green is obviously the color of farts. That makes sense. It makes sense to Anolani that the whole Ashen Fields guardsmen would have a specific alarm system for whenever someone would fart. That makes sense. Total sense.
Sure.
Because Anolani is one of those kids that found pee pee poo poo funny when when she was younger.
Okay. We'll just let her. We'll just let her let it out of her system.
I muttered to myself, I swear someone must have she must have hit her head or something when she was born.
Ragesh, you, however, know what those flames mean. Tony, for whatever reason, has taught you, the signal flares, has taught you the signal for the watchtowers. Probably because he was ranting about whatever senile thing, or maybe because he knew that the Data was going to ask you to, to be part of the the watchtower. But you know what the green flame means? It means that there is an unidentified visitor to the Ashen Fields. Somebody is approaching the Ashen Fields.
Anolani is just. I was muttering to myself, there must be some unidentified visitor, and then, and still she laughs about it being a signal for farting.
All right. With that, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna get some water. We'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes.
Also, like, you should see, like, hey Dave, what's this color for, like.
All right, I should do that.
Yeah, this is basically the campaign. Me laughing my pain away.
Jesus Christ, really? A fart?
Pee pee poo poo. Pee pee poo poo.
Hold on, give me a minute. Give me a moment. There you go. What? Sorry, give me a while. This is scuffed. This is very scuffed. Hold on, let me go back here. And then I can work on it from here. So that you guys don't have to keep looking at the dark void. There we go. Oh, Alright, so this is the color that Alex wanted me to guess. It looks very yellowish. It looks very greenish. I will say green, because that's the first thing that I thought of when I saw this color. So
yeah, you're right.
Oh, it's slightly desaturated yellow.
So
I mean, like it's a green for me. Like it looks, cause like it looks like green tea. You know that fucking matcha color.
yep.
Yeah, it does. But I'm gonna go by color hex. I'm gonna go by the description. Slightly desaturated yellow. So I said it's green. It's not green. So I'm gonna give Alex 10,000 points.
Hmm.
Damn.
Oh. Anyways, I'll be back. I'm gonna get water and maybe
Same,
cry
same, same,
myself.
same. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
I also need to reset my brain.
We're gonna play some OPM while we wait for Onin.
It is so hot.
It is very hot. I saw in the weather report somewhere like it's supposed to be 30 to 33 degrees Celsius in Luzon right now, majority of Luzon.
Sorry. I don't think so.
Uh, how are you holding up? I hope you guys are having fun so far.
Ah, you know I am.
Good, 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 good. I hope 34 feels like 44. Gotta love it, I guess. I hope everyone else is enjoying the campaign so far. For everyone who doesn't know, the title of this of the first episode is Pakilala. The title of the whole campaign is Kilala, which is Filipino for recognize or know. The title of this first session is Pakilala, which means to introduce yourself. Because we are introduced to our main characters for this party. We are introduced to Ragesh, to Anolani, the setting. We are introduced to
I'm.
the culture. Hey, you're back.
Hold up. Let me eat my merienda.
Okay.
Oh, ba't ka naka-blue?
It's hot. This is what I was wearing underneath my sweatshirt.
I said, bakit ka naka-blue? Why is it blue? Um. Remember, kids, I like bullying everyone who's older than me.
That unfortunately includes me.
And to remind them that they're no longer hip with the kids.
Okay. You guys ready? You guys good?
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, cool. Let me just switch back to the D&D ambience music because I'm playing Ben and Ben in the background.
I like their new song.
Mm.
Not that there's anything to be symbolized by me liking that song.
Not that I recognize myself in that song in any way possible.
Yep, true. It's like keeping it cool, like cool. Definitely not. No.
Definitely not.
Like
Hey,
not in denial. Excuse me.
Alex, get some breakfast. It's 3. It's almost 4 in the afternoon. Get some breakfast. Goddamn.
Over in the afternoon.
Anyway, okay. So, Ragesh, you see the green flame erupt from the watchtower.
Oh,
You see the Datu. You see Datu Taklub. You also see Tony stand up from their seats and rush towards the watchtower. Anulani, you see Sugbo and your father also run towards the watchtower. What do you two do?
I'm gonna run after Tony.
Hmm.
Tony, wait!
Well, yeah, like I chase after like my dad as well. I'd be like,
Oh.
wee!
Cool.
I grab Anulani. Anulani, stop laughing. Let's go.
Okay.
Utot.
You see the Datu like full marathon sprinting, and you see Tony just like the old man walk like skittling along, like really fast. You guys make it to the watchtower, to the northern part, the northern watchtower. You see some of the guardsmen. You see Crispin and what was the name of the other dude?
Is that Zeno?
Zeno. I see Zeno and Crispin with their spears pointed at someone. You see you guys in the darkness. The night has started to set here. In the night, you see a hooded figure holding up a torch with a torchlight. You hear the Datu call out to them, saying, "Who goes there? What brings you to the Ashen Fields? Normal visiting hours for the fields are usually in the daytime. What brings you in this hour?" The hooded figure takes off their cloak. You see very bushy, very wide, very big hair. You also see that this is a human. At least from all the features that you could tell, it looks very human. You don't see anything else. You only see their face underneath all the robes. You guys hear her saying. She says, "Greetings, natives of the Ashen Fields. My name is Zigam. I guess you could say that I am a practitioner of the arcane arts. I came here to study more about your culture and to study more about your relationship with the islands and with its spirits. I have been told that there is a spiritual leader among you, and I have sought to seek her guidance and her opinions on certain matters that I concern myself with." The Datu says, "Where are you from? I'm not sure I have seen that many humans walk this way before. Usually the humans who do visit the fields are here to retrieve the crops that we have harvested." You hear Zigam reply to that question. She says, "I'm an adventurer. I've come from miles away from your humble island. If it's not too trouble for you, I'm assuming that you're the leader of this community. I ask and I request asylum and for some hospitality at least. It's been quite some time since I've rested. What do you guys? Is there anything that the two of you want to do?
Uh, I whispered to Tony. Tony, what's happening right now? Do you understand any of the things they're talking about?
Tony, you see Tony kind of like have a stern look, something you're not used to. He turns to you and he says, "I have no idea. I just came here for the ride."
For a moment, your stern look almost got me thinking that you're serious, but okay.
Um,
I I stepped forward, almost being in line with the Datu, and I'm like, what makes you excuse me, but what makes you think that we will be giving you asylum, hospitality, when you just suddenly pop out of nowhere?
the Datu looks at you. You see that Crispin actually also kind of takes a look back at you before looking back at Zigam. Zigam answers you and she says, "Well, I have not presented any cause to... I have not threatened anyone. I have not brandished a weapon of any kind. I have given no one any reason to believe and think that I am a threat. But if this is how the natives of this island treat their guests, then perhaps it was a mistake to seek higher learnings and higher intelligence from here."
We haven't considered you as a guest yet. Don't don't come assuming that you're already a guest when even the Datu hasn't considered you as one.
The Datu looks at you and says, "That's enough. The Datu will speak for himself."
I look away in disdain.
Anulani, is there anything you want to do?
Like, I just glare at this figure and I just spindle with the handle of my itak that's around my waist.
You hear Tulay Lupa speak in your head. He says, "I don't think she's a friend. I don't feel safe around her."
With I just start to grip my itak even tighter after I heard that and snarl and
Uh, you see your dad, Dakila. You feel his hand on your shoulder, and he says, he doesn't say anything. He just shakes his head. He looks at you. He just shakes his head. What do you do?
like I just lower down my guard, considering that he did he gave me that gesture. I let go and continue back spindling with the handle, just for assurance.
The
Yep.
Datu speak. Cool.
I'm sorry. Continue.
Alright. The Datu speaks up. He says, "You're right. You have not given us any reason to suspect any harm from you. But the same could be said for any good that you could give us. You've not given us any reason for us to trust you." Zigam says, "Well then, as a sign of good faith," she unbuttons her cloak.
Oh
God,
she's
gonna
strip in front of us.
In a quick motion, you could hear a edge.
She drops her she drops the robe, and you see that she is wearing ceremonial attire, ceremonial robes. You see a white robe with golden accents along it. You also see a belt around her waist with a symbol at the center that kind of seems familiar, kind of doesn't. You also see a necklace around her neck, dangling around her neck, and you see it's the image of a crab. She says, "I am Zigam. I guess you could say, I am a priest of my conclave. We serve a god. I'm not looking to indoctrinate anyone into our beliefs, into our doctrine, but we are looking for ways to strengthen our numbers. We are looking for ways to enhance our knowledge in the arcane. And we believe that the only way to do that is if we expand our reach and expand our sights and look to other means of connecting and communing with spirits and with the divine."
Hmm.
She takes out a dagger. It glimmers under the moonlight, almost as if the dagger is reacting violently against the moonlight, or as if the dagger has some malice towards the moon. Just for a moment, Anolani, you feel, just for a quick moment, you felt as if the moon was going to disappear. But Zigam raises the dagger. She places it onto the ground slowly. She raises her hand up, and you hear Sugbo give Zeno a signal. And Zeno kind of like uses the sharp end of his spear to drag the dagger away from Zigam. Zigam says, "You're free to search me for any other weapons, for anything else that you might find threatening. I surrender myself to you."
There's only one person who can effectively search her. I look at Tony.
He looks at you, gives you a grin. Yes, Zeno will be a good pick for that. Zeno will do a good job.
I look at Regage and fucking punch him and like, "Tang ina mo, bobo."
Just old man, do it. Okay, Tony.
Up. Speaking of actual people who can tang ina, search this person,
Mhm.
I suggest, ano yung tawag doon, yung sa duwende?
Dwarf?
The babaylan?
I suggest the babaylan.
But wait.
The Datu says the babaylan is who this person is after. I do not think that it is safe for us to bring her what she wants without making sure that the babaylan would be physically protected from whatever dangers she might be on her.
Datu, might I suggest we let the person who is least likely to be a threat. I stare at Tony.
He says that he like gives you a grin.
He is eager to search that lady. Just
Datu looks at Tony and says, "What do you think, Tony?" "I think Crispine would do a good job."
oh no.
I'm scared! Anong ginawa mo?
Tony staring is different.
It
Uh,
kind of feels some kind of make you feel some type of way, bro.
you see Crispin look at Tony the way that Tony looks at him. He kind of whispers to Zeno and says, "I think I don't want to bet on Tony anymore." Dakila says, Sugbo says, Crispin, search her for whatever weapon she has left.
Mm.
Crispin kind of like lowers his weapon a little bit. He approaches Zigam, and he starts to search her for whatever weapon. He did find a satchel full of components for spells. They confiscate that. They also found some jade jewelry in weird nautilic shapes. They confiscated that as well, but they don't seem to find any other any daggers, any weapons, bludgeoning, slashing, or piercing otherwise.
Wait,
Um,
I have a suggestion. She claims to be like this whole believer. What if she doesn't use weapons, but she is a weapon? What if she can cast spells? I think it's best if we restrain her arms and we put a choke ball on her mouth.
N- I
Tony looks at you and says, "Well, that's the reason why we took away her component satchel. For any high-level spells that she wants to cast, she's gonna have to have that bag on her at all times. And even if she can't cast any cantrips, our Babaylan is powerful enough to just counter spells them pretty easily."
I look at Tony. What the hell is a cantrip?
Sugbo says, "We don't have time. We don't have time to entertain your questions, boy. You're fit. We don't even know why. I don't even understand why you're here. Give me a moment." That Tony voice took a lot of air out of me. Excuse me. Hold on.
mm,
Took a lot.
That got me dizzy a bit there. Yeah. Sugbo says, "I don't even understand why you're here. What? This doesn't concern you, fisherman."
It does concern me if she has a crab necklace and crabs are found in the sea, and what if she summons a big old crab monster to attack the Ashen Field?
I
Well,
butt
if we are invaded by giant crabs, we'll give you a call.
I butt in and be like, like I just go up to the face of the Data and be like, plus he's one of the idiots that live here.
Yes.
That does not help my cause.
As soon as they confirmed that Zigam is no longer holding any weapons of any kind, they called for the Babaylan. She approaches the group. She says, "I am told that my presence is called for. What seems to be the commotion over here?" Zigam kneels before Malaya, I mean. Zigam says, I'm here asking for your tutorage. I'm asking for you to teach me and to guide me in your ways of communing with spirits, with your connection with the arcane, and with your connection with the divine. Is there anything that you guys want to do? Anything that you want to say to the Babaylan?
Wait, ano ulit yung pangalan ng spirit? Like that's talking to me.
Tulay Lupa.
Oh, that was so far from what I thought.
Tulay lupa. Like, okay, my lupa. Okay. I go up to the Babaylan and then whisper to her. I think Tulay Lupa wouldn't like that.
She kind of looks at you suddenly. Says, she kind of looks at you quizzingly, like she doesn't. You could give me an insight check if you want to.
We. Hmm. Insights. Do I have a bonus for insights? A.
Insect, insect.
Wait, hold up.
Mhm.
Wait, give me a second. Okay. Let me check what my
Okay.
bonus is for insight. Okay, it's just a straight roll.
Mhm.
I got a 17.
17. She looks at you, and with a face that's like, how do you know that name? How much do you know? And why are you speaking in behalf of Tulaylupa? Like, she kind of gives you that glance. She has that face, and you kind of are able to read her emotions. But she doesn't say anything, and she says, she looks at the gum. You look at her, and you see that she is considering what you said to her. But in the end, she said, the Ashen Fields is a source of nourishment and a source of food and resources for the entirety of Timanduk.
Hmm.
And
Also, look what I said.
that also extends to spiritual resources and divine education.
Mm.
I am thrilled to know that adventurers from faraway lands are interested in learning about our culture and learning about our way of life. I think this is an opportunity for us to show foreigners how things are done around here. She extends a hand to Zigam.
Oh no.
Zigam reaches out to the Baybaylan. Malaya pulls her up, and they're both standing. Malaya says, "Welcome to the Ashen Fields." She looks around and she sees that Zigam's belongings are were confiscated,
Mm.
and Malaya says, "There's no need for that, boys. I'm sure that our guest can stay with me for the time being while she is under my tutelage."
I
The
can trust.
Crispin and Zeno kind of looks at each other, looks at the Datu. The Datu just nods, and they return Zigam's belongings to her. But Sugbo says, "We're keeping the dagger, though. We want to make sure that our spiritual leader is protected at all costs and has minimal threat around the vicinity." Zigam says, "Understood." Is there anything that you guys want to do?
I just
Mm.
grab my itak and be like, "Tangina niyo, tanga ninyo." Ay.
I
You
approach Mandalani and
Hmm.
I'm like, what is this about this spirit you're talking to?
Well, okay. I haven't explained why I was crying earlier.
You
Okay.
did it. I assumed that you dipped your toes in the water and you burned a fish, but sure.
I don't burn everything. It's probably a curse upon me. Okay, like probably like when my mother gave birth to me, like she was on fire.
Wait a minute. She was on. Your mom was on fire.
No, no, you shall not sing any human songs in my vicinity. Even though I
Alright.
sang one earlier.
And it was a fire track too.
Hmm. Break it down as what the humans say.
Anyway, About that curse. Why don't you explain the curse first?
Um, I do not know. For some reason, I feel like a turtle dictates everything around me.
A turtle?
I have no idea why, but I just feel like it's a turtle.
I've always wanted to do this. Give me a moment. Analani, you take 3 points of psychic damage. Suddenly, out of nowhere, this metaphysical force intrudes through the veils of reality and hurts you for 3 points.
I see Nalani flinch. I'm like, I don't know what just happened, but carry on.
Anyway, um, Yep.
Well, okay. Moving back to the actual conversation. Well, you see, earlier, when I was around the waters, I saw a stingray, and for some reason, I thought that it was calling out to me. It was asking me if I wanted to be its friend, and I was like, no, because for some reason, my father won't let me have friends. Um, and moving on with that. Um, moving on with that. Okay. From what I can remember earlier, I yelled, "Will do," right? Like you heard me shout while I was eating my kangkong spaghetti. Well, you see, um, I just realized who I was talking to, and you see, since I am in a family of headhunters, I get special lessons from the Datu himself. And one day I was eavesdropping with them, and that little conversation and lesson that the Datu had with my brother hit back to me when the spirit asked me again if I wanted to be its friend.
I see.
It's Tulay Lupa. It's one of the important spirits that we have that protect us from with this island.
Do you think I could speak to this Tulay Lupa?
I mean, if she wants to.
So is it like would she just sound like "Pop, hey there," or is it like one of those when I'm in dire need she'll be like, "Ta-da."
Tiff is just staring.
So
Anolani, you hear Tulay Lupa say, I think I'll stay with you for now. I don't feel safe around here at the moment. So I'll stay with you for now, but tell him I said hi.
Oh, speaking of which, speaking of her, she said hi.
oh, hello there, unknown spirit of a stingray. Hello.
Tiff looks so uncomfortable. I'm being
when
hit on.
when you said that the babaylan kind of like pulls the two of you over to one side, and she says, "What do you two know about Tulay Lupa?"
My lore got burned.
Stingray, happy Stingray, sad Stingray, friendship with Stingray, spirit Stingray.
Burned lure. Burned lure. Charred lure. Wood lure. Carving lure. Me one.
I'm gonna call this. What are you guys doing? This isn't deception. This isn't persuasion.
Intimidation.
This isn't. Wait, are you intimidated?
This
This
isn't
isn't.
intimidation. I'm just saying what's on my mind. This is genuine social interaction with another person.
God damn it! Hold on. Could the both of you give me? God, Just a straight charisma roll. I don't care what it is. I don't know what it is. It's just a straight charisma roll.
Oh, I just wanted to say we're
Just give me a straight charisma roll.
from the both of us. All right.
Yep, from the both of you.
Charisma. Okay, 3. That's a 3.
Let me know. Let me know if you guys got higher than 9.
Nope, not at all. I got a 2.
R1D20 plus 3. Oh, wow. I got a 21.
Oh Jesus Christ!
She got a
Yeah. Okay. All right. That checks out. That checks out. The all the babaylan just seriously asked these two children, "What do you know about Tulay Lupa?" The only things I heard was burnt lure, charcoal lure, something about a stingray, happy stingray, whatever. And she was like, "Okay, forget I asked," and she walks away.
Nice going there. We just saved the spirit's life.
I give him a thumbs up. Yes.
Wow. Wait,
Okay.
maybe Tony knows something about the Lupa. Is it still worth it to ask him?
Do you look for Tony?
Yep, we're gonna look for Tony, I guess.
Christ, okay. You find Tony
Tony.
along with Zeno, escorting the Babaylan and Zigam into the Babaylan's house. What do you do?
Can we trail Tony for a while?
Give me a stealth check.
Do you want to trail Tony as well, Anolani?
Yes.
Stealth?
Alright, give me a stealth check.
Yeah.
Filipino James Bonds, but pre-colonial. Pre-colonial.
13.
Sorry?
13.
13.
Whee!
Anolani.
Give me a second.
Okay.
This is stealth, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. My only friend, bonus. The bonus that comes with everything. I got a 7. I hate everything.
7 and 13. That's 10 on average. So that's... Okay, cool. As you two are trying to... Ragesh, you're trying really hard to stealth through this trail, but Anolani keeps bumping into you, bumping into crates, bumping into sacks of grain. You didn't think that sacks of grain would make so much noise, but they somehow do when Anolani is involved.
Whee!
And Tony kind of looks back at you. You lock eyes for a moment. He gives you a look.
I whisper to Anolani, don't make any subtle movements.
I just freeze in place. Like a fucking deer in headlights.
Tony looks at you guys for a few seconds, unblinking and unmoving.
God.
This is
And
like
then
this one scene from Jurassic Park.
And he blinks for a bit and like, Belen! Belen, I'm coming, honey! I'm coming!
God. It's been 10. I whispered to Anna, it's been 10 years since her death and he still hasn't stopped.
He's still in stage denial. Let him be. Grief is something that you do not understand. Shh. I slap him on the forehead.
Oh, God, always with the head.
As soon as what you guys do are you guys see that Zeno, Zigam, and Malaya all make their way through the ancestral shrine, and the Babaylan's house is just a few more feet away from that. As you do you still follow them, or do you still follow Tony?
I just roll like Like I drop on the ground and then start rolling towards where the Babylon is heading.
Uh,
Silently.
we
Silent.
will branch away from Tony. We'll just follow the Babaylan and her group.
Okay. Cool. As Tony walks away, screaming from the top of his lungs, looking for Belen, um, uh, you do see like one of the other guardsmen like find Tony, like, hey buddy, how you doing? We'll get you home really quickly, but come on, come follow me. You do see the Babaylan and their group walking. Do you follow close enough for you to hear their conversation, or do you just follow them, do you keep your distance so that you're not detected?
We keep our distance.
I sure. Wait. Do you think Lupa could spy in on them and report to us what's happening?
I just look. I just look over, like where my head is placed. Of course, like upwards. I'm like, could you do that for
I
me?
No, whatever you see, I see. I'm not comfortable leaving your side. I feel
Hmm.
safer here. I'm
Hmm.
sorry.
No, don't be. Understandable. Hmm. I just look at over at Regage. So that's a no. So
You
that's
know
it.
what? Can stay here. I'll try to eavesdrop on them.
I just give him a thumbs up and then do it for kangkong spaghetti or sasapakin kita.
Sure.
Okay.
And so
So
do I.
Anulani stays back, but Ragesh presses forward. We're still going to consider the roll that you had earlier, the 17.
Ah,
Um, that I would say that passive perception wise, I don't think that's way too high for any passive perception to detect. So I'm gonna say that you are successful enough
nice.
to follow them. You can close enough for you to hear their conversation. You by the time that you met up with them, you can hear that the Babaylan is talking to the to Zigam about the shrine, about the ancestral shrine. You hear Malaya say, this is the ancestral shrine. This is very important to the tieflings. This is very important to the community. Some believe that the face on there is the face of the founder of the Ashen Fields. The words carved underneath it, cool stones may still reignite. A lot of people believe that it is a warning to avoid straying away from traditions. And that is why the community is as strong and as thriving as it is now. Then Zigam says, what will happen? Well, what would happen if something this important were to be destroyed somehow? The Babaylan looks at her for a moment, and Zeno does as well. What do you do?
At the back of my mind, my first thing, you know what? I vibe with that lady.
Um, you see that you see that Zigam's uh uh jewelry, the jade jewelry that she had, is glowing a sickly green. And Zigam says, "I'm very sorry. You seem like a very nice group of people, but I have important stuff to do and I have people to meet. So the jade jewelry, the jade jewelry, um, uh, uh, explodes where and suddenly, uh, right beside you, Regesh, you see a giant crab looking right at you.
Oh no! I'm seafood.
I can feel
Ano,
it, Mr. Krabs.
An- Anolani, you see a green light shooting from the ground, spreading across the Ashen Fields, and you hear people screaming for help. You hear your father ordering the. No, you hear Sugbo ordering the guardsmen and the headhunters to begin their stations, to take their stations, take up their weapons and such. I need both of you to roll for initiative.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Du-du-du-du-du-du-du.
Hmm.
Initiative
And
16.
what do I roll for this again?
Roll d20 plus your dexterity.
Why do I exist again? Guys, please ask me. Why do I?
Why do you exist?
Yeah,
One.
Your dexterity, I think it's a plus 0.
me?
Oh no,
Mine?
wait.
It's
No,
a
your
3.
dexterity is minus 3. Plus 3? Oh, wait, it's plus 3. Sorry, it's plus 3. It's not minus 3. It's plus 3. So d20 plus 20.
It's a 17!
All right, I'm gonna note down. I'll keep those numbers, keep those initiatives. I'll take that later. But that's where we're gonna end today's session. So next week we're going to go into combat for the very first time for this campaign. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. I hope you come by next week. Hopefully, we're gonna find out what happens with Regej and Anolani in Kilala.
Can someone redeem Plum Laugh?
I'll redeem it. I'll redeem it. Wait.
Yes, that's tradition.
Tradition. We will end. We'll end every session with a plum laugh.
We
Okay.
start with a plum laugh. We'll end
Wait,
with a plum laugh.
I hate it, but you know I'm with you too. So
I was about to redeem the wrong one.
not PIM.
That's the letter.
There we go. Neato. That's gonna be it for us. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We had a lot of fun. This is your boy Davey telling you to keep working towards better days. Stay moist. We're gonna raid Flash.
Bye-bye.
Lolo nyo, D&D.
Oh, Christ almighty. Thank you. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
I'm sweaty.